What if I told you that Mahoraga is not just the strongest Shikigami in Jujutsu Kaisen? What if everything we know about this monster is only a small part of its true story? For hundreds of years, Mahoraga has destroyed every single sorcerer who tried to control it. It has ended bloodlines, ruined the dreams of the Zenin clan, and became the one creature that even the strongest sorcerers feared. But how did this terrifying monster become part of the Ten Shadows technique? Who created it? And why does its history feel like it has been erased? Today we are uncovering the dark history of Mahoraga that almost nobody talks about. To understand Mahoraga, we have to travel back hundreds of years. Long before Gojo, long before Sukuna returned, the Zenin clan was already one of the three great sorcerer families. The greatest treasure was the legendary Ten Shadows technique. Every generation dreamed of mastering every single Shikigami. But there was one name that filled even the strongest clan members with fear: Mahoraga. Unlike every other Shikigami, Mahoraga could not simply obey its master. It demanded a ritual, a battle to the death. Win in Mahoraga becomes yours forever. Lose, and your story ends there. This was never just a test. It was a death sentence. Generation after generation, powerful sorcerers stepped into that ritual believing they would succeed. None of them returned victorious. Their names disappeared from history. Only Mahoraga remained. That is why Mahoraga earned a terrifying reputation, the unbeatable Shikigami. But Mahoraga's true horror was never its strength. It was its ability to adapt. Every attack, every cursed technique, every strategy. The longer the battle continued, the stronger Mahoraga became. Imagine facing an enemy that learns from every mistake you make. The first attack surprises it. The second attack barely works. By the third attack, your greatest weapon becomes completely useless. That single ability turned Mahoraga into the ultimate nightmare. Many fans overlook another terrifying detail. Mahoraga was never evil. It had no hatred, no ambition, no desire to kill. It simply followed the rules of the ritual. Anyone who challenged it had to prove they were worthy. And almost nobody was. One of the darkest moments in Mahoraga's history happened hundreds of years before the main story. The legendary Six Eyes and Limitless user fought a Ten Shadows user. Both died. The exact details were never revealed, but many fans believe the Ten Shadows user summoned Mahoraga as a final desperate gamble. Unable to control it, they unleashed a monster that destroyed both warriors. If that theory is true, then Mahoraga changed history long before Sukuna ever appeared. It was powerful enough to erase one of the strongest Gojo clan members without even being tamed. That battle became a warning for every future Ten Shadows user. Never summon Mahoraga unless you are prepared to die. Then came Megumi Fushiguro. Unlike his ancestors, Megumi never viewed Mahoraga as a weapon he could control. Instead, he treated it as his final sacrifice. Whenever victory became impossible, Mahoraga became the last card he was willing to play. Not because he believed he could win, but because he knew nobody else could survive either. That alone shows how terrifying Mahoraga truly was. Even its own future master expected it to kill him. Then everything changed during the Shibuya incident. For the first time, Mahoraga faced someone completely different. Ryomen Sukuna? While everyone else feared Mahoraga, Sukuna smiled. He watched every adaptation, every movement, every rotation of the Divine General's wheel. Instead of panicking, he analyzed. He realized Mahoraga could adapt to almost anything, but adaptation was not instant. If overwhelming power arrived before the adaptation was complete, Mahoraga could still be destroyed. That realization changed history forever. Sukuna unleashed attacks so overwhelming that Mahoraga never had enough time to fully adapt. For the first time in recorded history, the invincible Shikigami fell. Later, after taking Megumi's body, Sukuna accomplished what centuries of Zenin clan prodigies could never do. He successfully tamed Mahoraga. The greatest failure of the Zenin clan became the greatest weapon of the King of Curses. And that might be the darkest part of Mahoraga's history, not because it was defeated, but because it waited hundreds of years for someone powerful enough to truly command it. Even today, many mysteries remain unanswered. Who created the Ten Shadows technique? Why was Mahoraga made so impossibly powerful? Why was such a dangerous Shikigami passed down through generations? And what secrets did the ancient Zenin clan take to the grave? Until Gege Akutami reveals the complete history, Mahoraga will remain one of the greatest mysteries in Jujutsu Kaisen. A monster that destroyed generations, changed the fate of powerful clans, and proved that true strength is not about raw power. It is about surviving the impossible. If you love uncovering hidden anime lore and the darkest secrets of Jujutsu Kaisen, subscribe now, because the next mystery is even bigger than Mahoraga's past.